Of I see it with all the time. Parents will be like, you have a responsibility because kids are watching. Me that Cardi B had that same problem, and Nicki had that same problem. Do you feel that same way? Like,
I don't really. Kids? I feel like I used to, but now it's just like, so, like, fuck your kids. Not like fuck your kids. That's exactly what you just said. but like, you just gave them another headline, Montero. Okay, what agenda is that? The fuck your kids agenda? It's like we really get one chance to do this, at least to my knowledge. I don't know like what happens when we die or not. So it's like I'm not like about to pander to your kids or you. Like anybody, like even I have to do this with my family members, like because my family members may not always agree with what I'm doing, or like whoever I'm dating.
The thing is like these people don't care about how they push themselves on others, and the fact that they don't understand that they are a social media influencer. Just like Cardi B, she says, I don't cook, I don't clean, right? And you're influencing a bunch of young women coming up that they don't have to be living accordingly to get good quality men in their lives, to have good offspring and have a good family lineage. Yet she's at home, she goes home to her husband and she cooks and she cleans. Just like Beyonce, girls run the world. You're telling women they could do everything on their own, they don't need a man, and they have broken relationships and broken homes. Yet Beyonce going home to her husband, Jay-Z, and their kids. See how it goes?
Like they may not agree, but it's like,
yeah, he doesn't care. He just doesn't care. And that's just how they feel about it. That's how they see the world. Okay? That's what they see. All right? And it's just how it is. All right? With them. All right? While promoting the project on The Breakfast Club this week, the rapper responded to homophobic comments on Twitter and criticism that he's pushing a gay agenda on children. DJ Envy asked Nas if he feels a responsibility to tone down his provocative visual because kids are watching. The artist jokingly replied, I feel like I used to, but now it's just like, so, like, F your kids. He then explained, we really get one chance to do this life, at least to my knowledge. I don't know what's like happens when we die or whatnot. It's like, I'm not about to pander to your kids or like anybody. I even have to do this with my family members, because my family members may not agree with what I'm doing, he added, or whoever I'm dating. They may not agree, but it's like, I honestly really, truly want to live by, this is our life. We have to do this ish. So F whatever anybody says about it, I guess. Meanwhile, fellow allegedly gay rapper Kid Cudi recently penned a tribute to Nas X for being unapologetically gay. Lil Nas X's new twist on some of these themes I was riding on when I first started out, being true to yourself and not giving an F what anyone says, Cudi wrote for Time's annual list of the 100 most influential people. What he's doing is what we need to do right now. Cudi continued to have gay man in hip hop doing this thing, crushing records. That is huge for us and for Black excellence. Black excellence? Really? The way he's unafraid to make people uncomfortable, so is so rock on. He's a true rock star. Yeah, right. Makes you want to puke. Okay. So let's look at another article now. Yep, right here. And this is what he says. This is what Lil Nas says. All right, I'm going to read this to you guys. Lil Nas says children are his core audience right now, and that's okay. He says children is his core audience. He says F your kids. A little boy decked out in pink rhinestone cowboy outfit travels around a farm and points out things that bring him joy. Oh boy. A is for adventure. Every day is a brand new start. B is for boots, whether they're big or small, short or tall. C is for country, the story goes. This is the basic premise of the new kids book, C is for Country, written by Lil Nas X, the Grammy-winning chart-dominating rapper behind Old Town Road, as a storybook version of. And they say there is no agenda. Version of Lil Nas X shows readers around the farm. He gets to F, which is for fridge, feathers, and fake fur. I love that for me, illustrated rapper says. This type of be yourself message is common in children's books. The real Lil Nas X ran into all the time growing up, except he says it never felt totally genuine to him. It was never truly enforced, he says. It was kind of like, do what you want, be who you want, but be who I want you to be. Reaching kids on their level has been a part of the public persona of Lil Nas X in the past year. Last spring, he did an appearance on the Not Too Late show, singing the theme along with its host Elmo. Leading into the holidays, he did a virtual performance online video game platform Roblox, reminiscent of the Travis Scott Fortnite concert in April. But Roblox has a huge younger audience. The company says over half its users are under 13, and the Lil Nas X concert alone drew in over 30 million visits. Lil Nas says his niece and nephew, to whom his new book is dedicated, guides his thought process when he's thinking about relating to children. When Roblox approached him to do the virtual concert, he wasn't fully on board until he went to his sister's house and his nephew coincidentally asked him about the game. And then, boom, I decided to do it, the rapper says. Marketing to kids directly makes perfect sense when you look at exactly how huge Old Town Road was with the elementary school set. Lil Nas catered to and resonated with the younger demographic, says Dan Rucci, the founder of Trapatile, a media company and newsletter focused on business and hip-hop. Rucci points to surprise how Lil Nas X did at the Lander Elementary School in Ohio in 2019. In footage from that day, the rapper enters a gym full of children who start screaming at the top of their lungs. Some grasp their heads in disbelief, others just jumped up and down. Some are overwhelmed. They just stand there slack-jawed. While it is rare to see one of the biggest hip-hop pop country crossover acts perform in an elementary school gym, Ramsey says going after kids is a way towards longevity, especially if you're only one in your lane who's doing it. Because if no one is necessarily your main competition, that's only competing for that from a hip-hop perspective. You stand a better chance, Ramsey says. This is sick. Lil Nas X says he isn't particularly self-conscious about his extreme young fan base. I'm well aware that life and careers and everything goes in chapters. The rapper says that the chapter I'm in right now, and I'm okay with that. Or, as he put it in a recent track, Holiday, man, I snuck into the game, came in on a horse, I pulled a gimmick, and I admit it, I got no remorse. That's basically what he did. He came in as a Trojan horse. He came in having people thinking he's straight, and then, he then surprises people. Ta-da! I'm fruity. That's basically what he was. Okay? And this is just it's just sick. It is. I don't care what people say about it, but this is the truth. This is the truth. Okay? And he's pushing this to kids. What makes him different, from the drag queen story time? What makes him different from drag queen story time? I want to know. What makes him different? Because you have drag queens reading to kids. It's just as bad. Okay. And you can't tell me there's not an agenda. This is to kids. To kids. He's singing a kid's version of Old Time Road. You can't tell me this is not an agenda to bring them up to his lifestyle. It's the same thing with drag queen story time. And you have these kids, being affected because these people can't reproduce on their own, so they have to find a way to influence others to follow their same lifestyle. Let me go listen to this clip he got here.
That happened. I'm finna do the biggest show of my life, and it's gonna be great.
You gonna surprise some kids?
Yeah, maybe.
Say that.
Possibly.
Say no more.
These are lyrics that have, very much have lyrics that are into the gay lifestyle. And he's singing it to kids, introducing the lifestyle to kids. This is why they go so hard for the kids, because they could bring them into the lifestyle. It's, programming. It's no better, like I said, it's no better than Drag Queen Story Time. It's no better than this principal in Brooklyn. When he was retiring, he dressed in drag and danced provocatively in an auditorium in front of 11-year-olds. This is an agenda, people, and especially to hit hard at the Black community. And unfortunately, a lot of Blacks will get behind him because it's about the money, especially sometimes in the manosphere, the Black manosphere, because it's about the money, it's about getting the bag, not about actually teaching Black men, especially Black kids at a young age, to embrace heterosexuality. And it's sad. The Black community is the easiest group of people to manipulate. Whether that's through politics, sexuality, you name it. And it's sad. This is how it is. It really is. A couple of years ago, they even used Malik Yoba to try to bring in the LGBT on Black youth with the Transformer movement, with him dating Transformers, and wanted to introduce that to Black men. They soon turned on him, though. With him dating an underage trans Transformer. Never mind the fact that they are also doing the same thing. Sad. This is how it is. This is how it is. All right. Tell me what you think in the comments. Do you think that Lil Nas is basically coming for the kids and says F the kids because that's his fan base and he's going to corner the market? All right. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Later. Hard Talk Radio.